Okay, let's begin this video with, let's just say insurance. It's not insurance, maybe insurance. That might be a weird word, I think. Anyway, let's talk about Wizadora. Wizadora, this is quite interesting. I think this is a show that I've really nothing to know about, really. I mean, hey. So let's just fill the gaps with stuff, really. So let's begin. So Wizadora was a live action type puppet show from 1993, and it finished in 1998. Produced by Central Television and ran for a good couple of years, if you know what I mean. 98 being the last one. And it's to do with this young female trainee wizard called Wizadora, said title, and lives in this magical world filled with obscure puppetries and a talking scarecrow named Tatty Boggle. And they go on wild adventures and learn about multiple different spells, which is interesting. Also, Brian Murphy's in here for some reason. And it all feels the same. It all feels the same because it feels like another retread of Rainbow and other puppet stories. Mainly like Rainbow very much. Like it's sort of... You have a presenter who's very colourful and stuff and very enthusiastic and quite, like energetic to do something today. And then you got these weird obscure puppets who sort of assist her. Then you've got all, and different, Scarecrow Psychic, pretty much. It just feels the same, really. So, without that rant out of the way, let's go for a little bit of trivia with this one. So, back in 1981, this is something to do with Oxford, really, like an Oxford Review or something. There was a pilot series with Wizadora that was never really broadcast or anything. I think it was made to do with theatre, really, and it starred Connie Booth. Who remembers Connie Booth? Anyone who doesn't know Connie Booth, watch Fawlty Towers. She was the wife of Basil Fawlty and co-owner of the said hotel. And also was married to John Cleese, actually, back in the day. So, a little bit of trivia there for you. So, Connie Booth was the original Wizadora very much back in 91, and there was a different kind of stuff that was going around. There's about 13 stories very much with that. And I think they presented that to ITV, and it got greenlit. But afterwards, I think Connie Booth decided not to do it, and she got replaced by somebody else. And then afterwards, Wizadora just became a mainstay on CITV. And sort of did well, very much. Although the lead actress kept going, I think the lead actress, I can't remember the name, Wendy or something? I think that's the last one, actually. And she continued, the first lead actress continued to about the mid-90s, and afterwards, in the late 90s, she got replaced. I think she decided to leave afterwards, and a sort of like a lookalike sort of stepped in and presented it until the end. I always compare Wizadora to Tots TV because I think you've got this magical stuff. Like she lives in a magical house. It's puppets, and they have a few people live outside because Tots TV and Wizadora they live in magical houses. It involves magic. It does. Like the Tots have a magic bag, a colourful magic bag, and Wizadora has like a magic wand filled with obscure stuff. It's like saying colleges. Scarecrow is more or less similar to Donkey. Well, I wouldn't say Tatty. No, not Scarecrow. Tatty Boggle. The Scarecrow is called Tatty Boggle. This is why I don't know the show inside and out very much. Yeah, so it's like a similar for Donkey. Like a side character lives outside, and they both aired from 93 to 98 on CITV. So there's a little bit of links there, like a few magical links there, here and everywhere. And, yeah, pretty good. And quite interesting. So, my understanding of Wizadora is quite, sort of, very hit and miss, really, because one hand is, the first things first, this is what the show is I've never really seen on VHS at all, because I did own some of the children's preschool compilation favourites VHSs from 92 to 97, but I only had 4. The one I didn't have was the 93 one. That contained Wizadora and another show which I could discuss later down the line, sooner or later. And I never seen it. It wasn't until I looked at the because I was interested in researching stuff and ideas for the ideas for college work really, and I found Wizadora, and among them there was the Treat Size video tape, the Treat Size tapes, which I would probably discuss in a separate video or something like, or maybe a new web series or something like that. Really discuss these really, and I was intrigued to find out she had more than, let's say, one. She had about four. Really? Rose and Jim only had three. Thomas Stanchion and Friends only had two. Fourways Farm had two. She has four. Okay. I wonder why. Is it because of a big push in popularity with Wizadora? Or is it just more money making to get more VHS out? They're running out of numbers. What type of shows what we're going to do? Get something like Todd's TV or Winnie the Willows. Or Playbox. Rather than sort of more Wizadora. No offense, but that's too many VHS copies, really. There's four of them. They should do like maybe two or three, or maybe occasional one. See if that'll work. Man, 96 is such a weird year for that. Yeah, so I discovered these and I don't know what to really think of. I never even bothered watching Wizardora until recently because there's like a YouTuber called was it Adaminsky or something like that, 2851. He posted a few others which were sort of like later episodes very much, and I got a little taste of what Wizardora was like. To be honest, it felt similar to Rainbow and other puppet shows very much. They were in the similar trend in the 90s that were broadcast on CITV. However, I can give it kudos that it was to do with magic and to do with a wizard, which some of them weren't really. Some like TV shows they really thought they did sort of did magic and fantasy, but this is to do with like a proper wizard, which you never really do. You get like sort of like J.R. Tolkien type stories, like they go on an adventure and try to find this mystical thing and fight off dark forces, whereas you have a young wizard in a college filled with magical weird stuff and weird oddball characters, learn about different spells and stuff, which you can tell that like the spell thing is sort of like a Rainbow Light type situation, you know. But the idea of using magic and the magic wand to solve your problems sort of works as well. Also, Brian Murphy's in this for some reason. Second time round. Why is he in this show? I never understand why. Probably just more idea for work, really. Or he thought maybe I could do a kids show for a change instead of doing sitcoms like George and Mildred. Oh boy. I think that's what we say about Wizardora, really. It's quite an oddball show. It's something I never really watched, really, in particular. I just found I was sort of slightly intrigued with it, but I never really watched it until very recently, actually, for this this web series, Path of Nostalgia, and I'm sort of really unsure with it. Really, I mean, I never had children's preschool favorites 93 version, so I never really got to understand a taste of what that show was about. And it's something I never got from childhood. Never owned any VHSs of it at all, which I had other good shows to watch anyway. I got a nice, very long list, really. If it was part of the VHS, I think I would say Wizardora will be more favoured, if you know what I mean. Like, I remember, like, well, that's okay, good old times, you know. You know, those couple of episodes, you know, I remember, you know, and Wizardora saying weird spells. Yes. Anyway, I can stop now. Thank you for watching this video. I've been talking about Wizardora from 93 to 98. Thanks for watching. See you for the next video.